everybody and welcome to my channel. So it's been a while since I actually went to the W.A.S.D gaming event as a member of the press. The reason this vlog took so long to come out is because I couldn't post anything that I did until the Essential Gamer UK team brought their main video out. I will link the channel down below because there's going to have some interviews that I didn't get to do, and some of the interviews that I did get to do. There's going to be loads of different stuff there for you to see, and this is just my point of view. I'm going to intercut this video at several points with just little sections where I'm going to talk about what happened and why I didn't get some of the footage that I wanted to get and that kind of thing. I'm just going to intersperse it with this kind of stuff. I do hope that you enjoy this, and yeah, it was my first press event, so I was super duper excited. No, once again, I did not wear any makeup, and no, I'm not wearing any makeup now. I've learned a lot from this experience, and I will probably do it again, hopefully, if we get invited back, and things will go better next year. But let's get on with the video. So that's one of the crew here as normal. So how cool is this thing? Captain Thunder Crash, there are boats here. So this bit interests me the most because of that bit right there, so let's go see where they go. So as you can see, there were a lot of different types of board games. I did get to play a couple of these later on in the day while I was waiting for the guys to turn up. This is actually run by a club. They're pretty cool. They do turn up to a lot of cons, so if you see them, you can actually try some of these games. So we're going to have a little cut here, and I'm going to explain why there wasn't much tabletop footage in the end, even though that was the area that I was most excited about. Now, every single convention, or at least I've been told every single convention, has this kind of tabletop area where you are allowed to test out new games, like those ones that I show you pre-boxed. You can also buy them. Sorry, my camera's shaking because I'm being too animated. Anyway. And they were setting up when I arrived because I arrived literally as the centre opened. So there were a couple of really interesting ones that had new developers, new board game mechanics and all that kind of thing, and when I first arrived they hadn't finished setting up. So I went around, walked around, did some interviews, talked to some people and got really excited, and then when I came back they were constantly busy, which is good for them, but it does mean that I didn't get to show you guys what I wanted to do, or what I wanted to show you. However, there was a gentleman there that taught me how to play a game of Japanese chess. They had these giant pillows that were marked off as an elephant, a chicken, an elephant, a chick, a lion, and oh gosh, I can't remember them all, but it was really cool, and he showed you how to play any board game you wanted. Now I kept picking the really quick ones, and he was like, do you have somewhere to be? And my reply was, yes, I am waiting for my team to turn up because they have the proper camera equipment, and that's why this is going to be quite low budget, because all I had with me was my phone and my notepad. So that's why you didn't get any footage, because I didn't have a chance to set up how to play, and the people that I wanted to interview were busy, so that's why there's no more really in this area. And to be honest, I don't blame the other team members of the Essential Gamer UK team. They weren't as interested in this as I was, so I didn't have anyone to play with. So that's fine, that's where I stand on it, and that's why there's no more footage, and I'm sorry. So as you can no doubt see, I got to try Tiny Tina's adventures, and so did the team. Now, because I'd arrived so early, there was basically no one playing, and the W2K people, or Y2K people, whatever you want to call them, take two. I'm sorry. And there was a really nice guy there who was like, cool, we have all these freebies, and I'm gonna show you my freebies, by the way, just not in this video. And he very kindly gave me a Tiny Tina card deck, Tiny Tina PJ set, that's awesome, and a steelbook and a couple of other bits and pieces. And then he was like, just take them, you guys are here. We did get a mini interview with him later, again, Essential Gaming UK down below, but I got to play Tiny Tina and I had a lot of fun, and I will probably be picking that up to play on my channel at some point. I've just got so much stuff to do at the moment, that's not what I'm doing right now. And I also got some pictures of Leroy and Carlos, I believe it is. I'm terrible with names, so playing the Tiny Tina. There was WWE and NBA 2K and all that kind of thing there as well, but we didn't get to play that because surprisingly they were full all the time, so we just carried on with Tiny Tina. And yeah, it's really good, guys. I think you should definitely give it a go.
Yeah, at the moment.
So,
yeah.
What's your main inspiration towards the game?
So,
Jamie's our producer on it. He'll be the best one to talk about.
sure.
What inspired you?
Sorry. Hello again.
Well, so we're the publishers for it. It's actually the external dev team that built it. They play a lot of, you know, like Tarkov, different Tarkov, those kind of extraction shooters. They play them all the time. And they were like, do you know what? Let's give it a go ourselves. And it's just worked on top of that, and they built from it. The background of it, the narrative is that it's like World War I never finished, and we're now in the 90s. And yeah, so you'll see in the weapons and all the armor and stuff, it's all of that era. And yeah, and that's it really.
We were saying about this game, we saw the trailer, we were like, oh,
yeah,
this has a very hunt showdown sort of feel.
Yeah, and that's another one, yeah. And the cycle as well. It's those kind of extraction shooters that the guys love and we all love playing, so.
It's kind of the way that it feels like Battle Royales and that kind of leaning towards now, because
a little bit. I think, you know, Battle Royales were a really big thing a couple of years ago. I feel like this is almost like the grown-up version of it in a little bit. Because it is a lot more, it lends itself a lot more to hardcore players where you're in it, if you die you lose all your gear, you've got to just really peek around corners, take your time, no HUDs, none of that to help you, it's every man for himself.
Brilliant, that's what we like.
Yeah, and we all love playing.
Like, speak for yourself, I don't like that kind of games, I hate them.
But yeah, I mean, it's a really good sign when you see like the publishers try and play as much as they can when they've got some spare time. I think that's a really good thing. So yeah, but the devs are around as well. They're looking at games at the moment. But if you check around later, you can have a chat if you want.
Yeah, Jamie, well, thank you very much.
No worries. Good meeting you.
Quick question for you though: have you played it, and what's your favourite kind of character class?
Right. I've played hours. So what I'll show you is in terms of class of weapons and stuff.
Okay.
So we have pistols.
Let me come round so I can.
Yeah. So you have guns like submachine guns, pistols. Comes to this one. So that's in game. There's a gear section where you've kind of got to know what the ammo is to the weapon. So you can see like a Luger, which is an older pistol, has to have 9mm. So these are the 9mm ammos. So that's how we break it down. That's kind of the hardcore element of it. You've got to understand the weaponry and the ammo that goes with it. But I always go in with, if I have one, SMG. The MP40 is a good one, and then probably a pistol. But I tend to go for a pistol that uses the .45. It just has a bit more oomph. Always wear armor. Don't go in with no armor because you're just going to get dropped. Yeah, that's my usual loadout.
Thank you very much. So, as you can see, the Essential Gamer team got to play Marauders really quickly. I didn't play this, it's just not kind of the game that I really enjoy or really like. So I didn't give it a go. I would have died within 5 seconds and let the team down majorly. So instead I let the guys play, and they had an awful lot of fun, and they got to talk to all of the team, and we had lots of fun, and it was just really, really good. The developers are amazing.
So we have the Underwood, which is our kind of first title on our bank, which is a kind of roguelite RTS-esque kind of game. So essentially you play as a necromancer and you control hordes of undead, an undead army. Whenever you kill enemies, you basically resurrect those and make them back into your army, and you kind of keep going that way. The enemies that you kill, so if you kill an archer, for example, like a human archer, the kind of undead version of them will have some kind of like ranged ability. So it kind of, you have all these different kind of, I don't want to call them zombies because they're not like the kind of resurrected undead that you then kind of send into battle for you. It's roguelite, so when you die, you then come back stronger. The kind of necromancer has different abilities and stuff that you can do, and then you kind of keep going and see how far you can go. It's pretty procedurally generated as well, so the levels are different. We have Neo-Gendered Cults, which is a kind of prison architect with cults, essentially, is the easiest way to explain it. So you build your own cult, so you can have the cult of the dinosaur or the cult of the kind of whatever you choose. There are different themes and stuff with them. We just added a new theme recently. We have the illustrious Bert Biscuit, who is our renowned cult leader, and it's a lot of fun. You kind of build your cult out.
That, to be honest, sounds like one I would play if it's anything like the.
And then we have Planitia, which is not that I can have favourites, but I do. I'm a big fan. I'm a big Soulspawn fan, so I'm a big fan of Planitia. Planitia is a kind of Soulspawn-esque action ARPG, more like punishing kind of RPG. You play as Corvus, who is our lovely character just there, who is a kind of half raven, half human hybrid. The kind of long and short and long? I've only just woken up this morning. The kind of short version is that there is a plague that has taken over the world. You have been created to fix it, to heal the world, sort of thing. But you've lost your memories. You don't remember how do you do this? How's it happened? We don't know. So as you play through, you have to kind of retrieve those memories. It is Soulspawn, so it's got that kind of like level of skill to it. So you have to kind of, you'll die. You will die. But when you do get it, it's that kind of like really satisfying rush of getting it. But yeah, so that's Planitia. And then we have our old classic Golf with Your Friends, which is, kind of, I think it's up to 16 players online, don't quote me on that one, but it's golf with your friends, so there's like various different levels, all different themes, and you play golf with other people. You can play local co-op and online as well. We have it set up today for kind of 4 people, so they can kind of sit down and have
I'll bother my team to play that later then.
It is I played yesterday with a couple of kids and they trounced me. They completely made me, so they were like, "Do you work for this company?" And I was like, I should just hand in. Just
because I don't develop it doesn't mean that I'm going to win.
Planitia is the one that I'm like, you know what, I can do this. I can show off. I can not say show off, but I can do okay at that.
I can tell it's your favourite one.
I'm a big Soulspawn fan. I've been playing so much Elden Ring and Bloodborne. Like, Bloodborne's my favourite, but Elden Ring a lot recently. But it has got such a place in my heart. But I do love all of my children. No favourites.
So, what's this game like?
Hi, so this game is called Silt. It's a 2D exploration explorer. It's set underwater, and the artist was actually inspired by games like Limbo and Inside. So you sort of see like a similar sort of vibe to this game. But it was created by a 2-team development team. And the artist actually had never done games before. He was actually, once he had played Limbo, he was like, oh, that's my sort of art style. They've made a game, maybe this is what I should be doing with my art. And the other member of the team is called Dom, and he was a scientist. And they just, so both came from really different backgrounds, and both have decided, you know what, we're gonna make a game.
So does that mean Silt's got a little bit more scientific background that's actually going to be scientific and not just made up?
I think with the creatures, like the creatures were inspired by real life creatures. I think that's what what Dom the scientist had helped with. But yeah, it's just really nice to see it because they are such different backgrounds. They literally came together and it's just like, you know what, let's make it a game. But yeah, it's going to be coming out this spring. You guys taking photos? It's going to be coming out this spring, and at the moment it's just scheduled for Steam. But you can obviously follow us on social media to find out more about it. But yeah, it's just really eerie, like mysterious vibes. It's really cool when you start playing it as well, because you don't expect it. It's so beautifully drawn. You don't expect it to be a little bit scary, but suddenly out of nowhere you're like, whoa! Didn't expect that creature to pop out. But yeah, it's really, really awesome. I definitely recommend giving it a go. Brilliant. I've babbled so much. If you want me to read.
So as you can see, there were many other really cool and interesting games that we got to see. Nostalgia, Swing Bros, Cursor to Golf, Lego Brick Tales. I'm just repeating the ones that are actually available here right now that you can see. I didn't get much more footage after this. I did actually get to interview the artist for Silt, which was really cool. That's over on the Essential Gamer channel, and I do need to play Cult of the Lamb. One, because I am a lamb, make of that what you will, and two, because it was awesome to sit and play it a bit. There were so many cool games, and I did get to talk to a lot of developers, and I didn't get to always take video footage of them because they were quite shy, but that's kind of cool because I'm quite shy out in public despite, you know, making videos. Hello everybody, I'm doing a very quick video. Sorry, I'm gonna remove my headphones. I've been listening to music while editing because that's the weird things that you do at 9:30 at night. Yeah, so I apologise for this being so delayed. I was waiting very much for the Essential Gamer to get their video out. I'll link their channel down below. You can go and find it. There's a load of interviews and stuff on there that I couldn't put on this channel, and I don't have access to that footage right now. And I hope you enjoy it. It was the reason that this has been so delayed is I had some trouble editing the audio, and I've only just managed to get it sorted, and it's still not the best, so I apologise about that. I'm learning, I will get better. But yeah, I hope that you enjoy this video as late as it is, and that we'll get to do more next year, and then you could see what we do, and I'll be a lot quicker getting it edited and out there to you. So thank you so much for watching. Take care everybody, have fun, and goodbye.